Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is R. Lee Ingalls, and this podcast is a part of my podcast rather than my family. Today, what I'm going to talk about is my new book, The Prairie Has a Rainbow. It's now out and available on Amazon. You should be seeing a link below. And I want to talk a little bit about the book, but it chronicles my life from my very first memories all the way through 2005, and there's a reason I stopped in 2005, which I'll explain in a future video. But today, I wanted to talk a little bit about the fact, so this is a collection of stories, and all the stories obviously include me, but it also includes some really amazing people. I've been very fortunate in my life to have a family that was very colorful as well as storied. As you know, we're part of the Ingalls family that was the subject of Little House on the Prairie. So the family, great stories involving them, but also my friends. And my friends have really become part of my family. And I want to talk about one in particular today. First of all, the people on the cover of the photo, they're all share a large part of my life, but there are a type of person in your life. We've all heard about kind of hub people, those people that naturally gather people around them. But there's another type of person that that has been significant in my life, and that is people that I call threshold people. They're people that come into your life and they provide a threshold that you can either cross or not. If you cross it, in many cases, as in what I'm going to talk about today, it changes your life in significant ways that you could not have anticipated. And then if you don't cross those thresholds, those are those moments that you think, what would have happened had I crossed the threshold? So one of the people I want to talk about is this young lady right here. Her name is Robin. She's from Bundaberg, Australia. When I first left home, I'm fresh off the farm, Robin and I worked together. We were both dancers as we're dancing here. We also partied together, and we lived together in a one-room apartment in downtown Minneapolis. Her bed was on one side, my bed was on the other side, and there's a lot of stories about us that you can read about in here, but one of the more significant facts that I wanted to talk about was one night, as we're getting ready to go to sleep, by this point, we've been together in the apartment for about 2 months, and there's been no intimate interaction or interest on either of our parts at all. So she asked me, are you into girls or boys? And instinctively and quickly I said girls. And then at the moment it came out, I thought, why did I say that? I had responded to questions like that so often that the answers were instinctive. They just came out. But I thought to myself, I didn't have to lie to her, but I let it go. I didn't say anything else about it. And she said, I want you to go to this bar, sit down, order a drink, watch the people, and then come back and tell me what you think. So I said, okay, yeah, I'll do that. Well, the bar was called the Cabaret, and it was just off from Hennepin Avenue. I believe on 5th Avenue was the door, but we're talking like a couple doors down. So I did go to the Cabaret one night. I did order a drink, and I sat there, and I realized there are no women in this bar. And as I'm sitting there, I realized this is where I belong. It's the first time that I realized I was not alone in the world. There are other people like me. I couldn't have articulated it this way at that moment, but it's the first time that I was in a gay bar, and the first time I was around people that were gay. And I was so enthralled by that. And it was a threshold that she introduced me to that I crossed, that as you can see and imagine, it changed my life in ways I could never have thought of. So she was a threshold person in my life, one of many. You can read about her and others in my book. So I'll post a few videos talking about different aspects of my book, but that's the first story that I wanted to tell because it was an important one. It was a bridge between me as a farm boy, living in a straight world, thinking that I was all alone in the world, to now I've discovered the gay community and what a huge gift that was, and how could I ever not remember that or her. So more to come on that. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you order my book and read it and enjoy it. There's some really good reviews out there on Amazon about it. You should be seeing a link to the book, but if you go to YouTube, in the description, I will actually have a link that you can click and go right directly to the book, as well as other ways to contact me. So I appreciate you joining me today. Thank you. I look forward to hearing from you.